Hey you guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelly and this is Shelly Shell, my channel dedicated all about sewing. You guys, in this video, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a haul because I'm always acquiring stuff, especially fabrics. Yeah, I know. I'm a little bit of a fabric hoarder. You know, fabric hoarder and sewing are two different hobbies, I hear. But anyway, I'm going to be sharing some fabrics that I've gotten, some recently-ish within the last 2 weeks, and some I actually picked up during the summer during my visit to DC. I actually took like a day trip up to Maryland just to go fabric shopping. So I'm gonna share those fabrics as well as some supplies that I recently ordered from Wawak during one of their mini sales. And so I want to get sewing with some of the fabrics. I need to unbox these supplies, so I wanted to share them with you. So go ahead and stick around and we're going to jump straight into it. All right, so I have the Wawak order here in the fabric. Which one should we do first? Let's open up the Wawak supplies. Oops. All right, so I've already opened the box and took a sneak peek, but I'm going to show you guys together. So I got this bobbin case to use for my industrial bobbins because they are pretty big. They're a lot bigger and heavier than my other bobbins. Let me show you. So here they are. Hopefully you can see how these are stretching out this little case right here. And so obviously I can continue to put them in there, but eventually they were stretching out and then my regular bobbins will fall out. So I wanted to get them their own case and hopefully, look, hopefully they fit in here. Okay, they fit. I'll just have to push them down. Let's make sure it closes. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So that is the new home, and then I can sit this on top of my industrial machine so it's a lot quicker to get to. All right, so next up we have some new scissors. Did y'all know that you were supposed to switch out your scissors occasionally? Like, all of my scissors I've had for years, but I'm gonna start switching them out. I'm gonna try sharpening a lot of them first, but I wanted to buy these because apparently they're ergonomic. They have like this soft handle and they're supposed to be really sharp. So we're gonna see about that. All right, so I got lots of new thread. This right here is elastic thread. Oops. I bought this because back in July I did a challenge where I did some shirring. I really enjoyed that. I really like the fit of the shirring and I can see myself doing more. So I wanted to just go ahead and get this so I have it on hand. And these are both threads for me to use in my industrial machine. They are both cotton wrapped polyester thread in Tex 60. And this one is in the color navy. Oops. And this one is simply red. So I went ahead and threw a seam ripper in the cart because you're supposed to switch these out too. And I can never seem to find the ones that I already have. And these right here are just purse feet. I got some in the color rainbow as well as black because I've been using a lot of these lately, making those laptop bags that I've been using. So I grabbed some more of those. Next up, we got sewing clips because you can never have too many of these things. All right, and lastly in the box is one more type of thread. This is a nylon thread in Tex 90, so it's a lot thicker, obviously for my industrial machine in the color blue. I don't have a lot of colors for my industrial machine, and so I'm slowly buying colors. As you can see, I've added 2 navy blue and a red. I don't have any red, and I have a few projects with red material coming up. I honestly really like this nylon thread. I really like it when I work with leather because it kind of matches really well. I'm sure it's really hard to see the texture on here, but it's just like a really shiny nylon material. All right, so let's see what we have for fabric. So I'm gonna open up this Minerva order first. Okay, so obviously I love this fabric. I picked it as a part of the Minerva Ambassador program and they sent it to me. I've had it a few weeks now and I finally figured out what I want to do with it. This is a Viscose Challis, by the way. It is the proper name for this fabric is the Minerva exclusive Animal Song EcoVero in Viscose Challis. And so I really love this. It has a really light feel and I'm excited to use it. And I plan to use it to sew this right here. This is the Mimi G Simplicity 9597. And I've actually made this pattern before. It is super simple, super straightforward, and a pretty quick sew. It did take me a little while when I first made it because I made just a few mistakes, and mostly with the lining color, because I decided to do a tie back and I did like a white lining with a red fabric, and obviously with the tie you could see the lining fabric and it kind of looked tacky, so I had to take it apart and go back. This time I won't be making that mistake. I'll also plan to do view B, which is the jumper. I know it's kind of hard to see on the pattern envelope, but these are pants and I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it exactly like she has it here. I'll probably still do the tie in the back, but this is what I plan to do with this fabric. All right, so next up we have this fabric right here. This is the Minerva exclusive Greenhouse Flowers in a linen-like viscose. I really love this print, but y'all, does this print scream spring? It definitely screams spring for me, and it's kind of putting me off on making something. Obviously, I know I selected it to make something, but when you see something on the computer and you see it in person, it kind of looks different. And though I still love it, it's giving me spring. And so not sure what I want to do with it just yet. And so this is one that I still have to think about because it's giving me spring and I'm kind of transitioned and thinking about fall makes. So I'm just gonna sit this one to the side for now. All right, so lastly, I just have a few more fabrics that I want to share. I bought all of these in Maryland during my trip up there this summer. I got this from Paradise Fabrics, I believe. It is an Ankara fabric. And y'all, I just bought this because it's orange and green. If you know, you know. I have a lot of orange and green stuffs. I also have a lot of rattlers in my family, so I tend to make a lot of stuff in this color. Plus, my husband is a huge Miami fan, and so I was definitely thinking of him when I bought this fabric. And he's already assured me that a shirt would just be too much. Like, he likes orange and green, but not this much, at least up top. And so I'm thinking I might make him some cargo shorts with this fabric. I think it'll be pretty cool, and it would also test my sewing skills because I've never made him a pair of pants, and so I think that would be cool to make. Or maybe I can make him, yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking cargo shorts for now. Let me know if you have any other ideas on what I could use to make this. But obviously, there are so many things that I can do with this fabric. It is a woven cotton fabric with a really cool design. All right, so next up we have this fabric right here. I got both of these fabrics from G Street Fabrics, which I believe is... it's in Maryland. I believe it's in Rockville. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure y'all will. But I will also put the name as well as the address in the description box, just in case you're in that area, which if you're in that area, you probably already know about G Street. Y'all, when I was in DC and when I mentioned I was going up to Maryland to do some fabric shopping, I probably had 3 of y'all message me just to be like, go to G Street, go to G Street. And so I went to G Street with my good friend Sherelle. She wanted to take me to like 5 different fabric shops, but we just did not have the time. And so we just went to G Street as well as Paradise Fabrics to grab that one. So this right here is a polyester fabric, and y'all, I absolutely love animal print. And so when I saw this, it's a silky print. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with it, and so I was a little apprehensive about getting it because I don't usually sew with this type of fabric. But while we were there, my good friend Sherelle just happened to have this dress on right here. This is McCall's 8084, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get this fabric and make this dress right here. And so I plan to do view C. I'll probably do it the short skirt. I will do the short skirt, but I really like the bodice on view C, so that is what I'm going to do. And so this fabric, although it's silky and kind of thin, it's not very see-through. And so I'll definitely have to line maybe just the bodice. I'm not sure about the skirt right now, because although it's thin, it's a little see-through, it's also really dark. And so I might be able to get away without lining this one. All right, and lastly, we have this fabric right here, which is a cotton canvas, but it's really giving denim. But there's absolutely no stretch. And so when I saw this color, I was just like, yes, that is such a pretty and vibrant green. And I have been wanting to do like a denim shirt dress, and why not do it in a color like this? This is probably something that will also happen in the spring of next year. But what I had in mind was Simplicity 9554, which is a Mimi G and Norris like combo pattern. I can see the front of the envelope. Both of them are on the front cover. Mimi G has on like a white and gray shirt dress. And so I'm thinking in the line of that. I want it to be a lot more structured, with the sleeves to be finished. And so, but I feel like I can still achieve that, my vision with that pattern. So look forward to that, unless I change my mind and maybe make a jumpsuit out of this fall. I don't know, y'all. This is just some really gorgeous fabric. Let me see. I think I got about 3.5 yards so that I could really get almost any pattern that I want out of it. So the possibilities are endless. We'll see if I stick to my original plan when it comes to these makes, or if I change my mind and make something different. All right, so that is all of the fabrics and supplies I have to share with you today. I do have some more stuff that I have been getting in, but I'm going to save that for a later haul because I like to keep these videos short and sweet. So if you have any thoughts about the fabric or the pattern pairings that I have, go ahead and let me know. If you have any suggestions, I would love to hear from you. So until the next video, I will see you guys later.